And welcome back. We're back in the Rancor's pit.
So last time we were talking about if we could go back and talk to George Lucas, tell him something about the prequels. And like you could only say one. The rule is like you really could only say one thing. And you know, Terry said,
when you screen test the actors, screen test them on a green screen to make sure that they can act on the green screen.
Mm-hmm. And my thing would be, I would just straight up look him in the eye and tell him the prequels aren't about Anakin, they're about Obi-Wan. I'm not going to admit that this is my idea. I never thought that much about Star Wars until I started hanging out with you after, like, when I was in my mid-20s, but, or early 20s.
Yeah.
But there was a blog that I read where someone had, I can't even remember the blog, because I don't regularly read blogs. This is just something that someone linked to me once. But he talked about how the biggest problem was Obi-Wan has a much more relatable story.
Yeah.
You know? Because you already know from the outset that Anakin becomes becomes Darth Vader.
Yeah, so you don't invest in him in the way that you really
should. I mean, you still want to see his story, but you know that it's not going to be a happy ending, so you don't want to make the story about him.
Yeah.
I think having him and Obi-Wan having this connection was a really smart move, but at that point, it needed to be about Obi-Wan. So Episode 1 wasn't that bad, because it really felt more about, like, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn with, hey, here's this Anakin kid.
Yeah.
Episode 2 and Episode 3 did this thing where they kept trying to, like, cut the time together between Anakin and Obi-Wan, equally, and that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
First of all, because no one likes Anakin, because the path to the dark side, especially as an adolescent, is filled with, I feel like I'm special, but the world at large doesn't recognize me for how special I am, you know? No one wants to watch a whiny teenager for 2 movies complain about how the life's unfair, and then have the evil guy be like, you know what? Life isn't unfair. You know what is fair? The dark side. You know? But having following Obi-Wan's story parallels more closely with Luke's.
Yeah.
Like, he loses his master early on, and he becomes friends with these people, and instead of, like, having, like... Well, they really did not set up that room right.
Yeah.
No one can stop us now! Here he is! Rush him! Anyways, instead of setting up, where it's like, okay, he's gonna become a Jedi Master, you get to see how Obi-Wan's life falls apart.
Yeah.
Because there's no real explanation why he ends up on a cave in Tatooine of all places. Yeah. Even after the events of the 3rd movie, it's just like, okay, well, I guess we're being hunted now, so I'll hide in a cave now.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a little shack.
It's true. But you know what I'm saying. The big issue is, like, Obi-Wan is a lot more relatable character, and his story is still going to be a tragic one, but the worst parts about... I think arguably one of the worst parts about the 2nd and 3rd movies was the fact that, like, the 2 actors actually had a lot of on-screen chemistry, but only when it wasn't specifically about like what was going on in the plot, you know? Like
they were just kind of messing around.
Well, it was weird offhand statements that really fill us more into the relationship between Obi-Wan and Anakin, rather than when Obi-Wan and Anakin are trying to do things together. Like, my favorite one is actually in Episode 2, when, like, Anakin, like, loses his lightsaber.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Obi-Wan's gonna kill me, you know?
Yeah.
It's this, like, there's a story here that we don't get.
Yeah.
Of, this isn't the first lightsaber Anakin's lost, and Obi-Wan is not going to be happy. He's already had to explain to Anakin, like, Anakin, like, you built this yourself. This is your life, like, this is, like, your lifeline as a Jedi Knight. He's like, I understand that, Obi-Wan's like, do you? Do you, Anakin? Like, yeah, man.
Oh, God. Run!
And then you get the tragedy that, like, how basically they viewed the relationships.
Yeah.
You know? Anakin looked at Obi-Wan as something of a surrogate father.
Yeah.
But Obi-Wan saw Anakin as a brother.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that dynamic really didn't get played enough.
No.
Because we focused on Anakin. And Anakin's whole thing was, oh, you killed him.
Well, I didn't really have much of a choice.
Or aren't you going to loot the corpse?
There's no loot.
There was 36 gold in a fire ring, but I guess someone didn't want to get his hands dirty. Just getting away from Star Wars, because I've rambled enough. That is something that I always loved about like Final Fantasy. It's like you killed a lion, you get 50 gold and a fire ring. It's like, why was I keeping it?
One thing I do have to say about this game is that with the Rancor, I think that's actually the first time I've killed the Rancor.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's not true. I think I killed him once with bombs. I just kept blowing him up.
Nice work, Joe. The
Thanks,
elders
Kyle.
have been returned to the town. I wish I could have seen that slimy Hut's face when he found out all his prisoners had escaped.
Yeah, but it is slimy.
Hey, Jaden. I'm not sure if Luke.
And I can already tell you what his face looked like. It was like...
Rosh has been captured. I tried to find out where they've taken him, but those blasted Sith cultists are covering their tracks pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's do sun.
Doosan. I think
It's
this
you.
one's mine.
It's you. Yep.
Alright. New Republic intelligence has intercepted transmissions coming from the planet Doosan. They believe that suspected cult members sent the transmissions from a base on the planet. Since there are no Republic fleets in this area of the Outer Rim, they have asked us to investigate.
Master Catan has asked me to inform you that you are not to engage the members of the cult.
But what if they propose to us?
Alright, let's see.
Guess what we're probably not going to do?
Make it?
Refrain from engaging them, I think. It's like, like, under no circumstances are you to leave on your own. I'm bored. Hey, look, bombs!
Yeah.
Kyle's a shitty... He's such a terrible teacher.
Let's see. Which one is this? Oh, this is a good one.
Fuck.
Drop your laser sword, Jedi, and maybe we'll spare your life.
It's a lightsaber.
Perhaps you'd like to take our chances.
This fucking Muppet face.
Yeah. Hey, that's mine.
Jedi friend, what do you think of our accommodation?
I need a pee.
Well, why don't you come down here and find out?
There's not a bathroom. Look around.
Feisty. Good. Good. I have a proposition for you. You see, it can get dreadfully dull around here, so I'm up for a bit of sport. I'm going to let you out. If you can make it back to your ship, you're free.
That's not my lightsaber.
But if I catch you, I'll have to shoot you. After all, you are an escaped prisoner. Hopefully you'll prove more of a challenge than the bounty hunter I had to kill a few days ago.
This guy is really just
Of course,
chewing his lines.
Yeah.
Never hunted a Jedi before.
And if I refuse to play along?
Well, then you can rot in your cell. I'm sure someone might come.
I want to see him fall onto these like little shields. I hope they're like static shields.
Zap!
It's like,
No, it's not even like that. It's just like, snap, son of a bitch! Ow! Ooh, tingly, tingly, tingly. So essentially, he's gonna pull a Ramsay Bolton on you.
I was thinking more of the most dangerous game, but sure, yours is more topical.
Game of Thrones, y'all.
Game of Thrones, y'all. Game of
Westeros, represent! Dude, that Khaleesi's though. You haven't gotten to Ramsay Bolton in,
No, oh yeah, I met him for the first time. So I've met him.
You haven't seen what he's done to Theon yet, though, have
No.
you?
But I did watch the when he names him Reek. I did see that.
Oh, things get so bad for Theon. The reason why it comes to mind is I'm actually listening to the books, and the fifth book is where you really get to see what he's done to Theon, and it is horrible.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to shoot him?
Yeah. Because that's how he goes away. I mean, I guess you can just run forward and he'll probably run away, but mine works better.
Well, it's like, yeah, you shoot him. That's how he goes away. Hi, I'm Shooty, the pistol. If you squeeze me, I make bad people go away. Oh, my nose is all plugged up now. Do you mind if we pause while I go blow my nose?
Well, I just say
Sorry if there's like a weird skip there. I had to go blow my nose, and no one wants to see me do that on camera.
well, I do, but...
Oh, you know what? If you want me to see me blow my nose on camera more, like, comment, subscribe. We'll make it a weird fetish channel. Whatever gets us the views, man. I'm not picky.
trying to make a living here.
It's a whole new genre. Let's sneeze.
She's got the new Let's Sneeze channel. It's weird.
It's like those zit popping videos where it's just like you can't stop watching them. Have you ever watched some of those?
Yeah, I've watched it. Erica likes them a lot more because, you know, she's into the medical field, and she's like, oh, this is so fascinating that this person let this get disinfected or whatever, or this is...
Oh god, the one that she posted the other day with the guy whose tattoo got like an abscess, and oh god. Like, I watched the whole video the entire time feeling bile rising in the back of my throat. Like, this is disgusting. And I'm still watching it. Like, yeah. I might actually vomit watching this, but I'm still watching it.
Yeah, I don't get very far into those videos. I'll be the first to admit that.
Well, so apparently it's a thing, like, it varies from person to person. Mm-hmm. Some people are absolutely horrified at that, you know, like, the concept of something coming out of a small hole.
Yeah.
Like, there's a type of toad that kind of gives live birth. They host the spawn on their back.
Yeah. And
when the eggs hatch, like, they grow from, like, they don't do the tadpole stage, they go straight to frog stage, right? Yeah. When they hatch, they crawl out of their mother's back. These little tiny holes. And it's like, I remember watching that on, like, a National Geographic.
Yeah, that makes me sick just thinking about it.
Well, it makes me a little queasy, but it's so fascinating.
Lockdown. Now, where's the hangar?
There's like taporophobia or something like that.
Yeah, little holes.
Well, it's specifically like those kinds of porous surfaces, and especially things coming out of them.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a fairly common phobia. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to stop. I'm feeling kind of queasy as it is.
Me too. I'm kind of reveling in it. Just like you walk and shoot this one guy, and the other three people are like, oh my god!
Oh, Greg!
Clearly they were having some sort of like training meeting, and you just walked in and just shot the teacher in the head while the rest of the students were like, were we supposed to stop that? You're not using... Oh, you don't have your lightsaber.
Nope, I don't have it.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you're not using your lightsaber. You should use your lightsaber.
Yeah.
Terry!
Yeah, I have these two weapons. That's all I got.
Pichu, pichu!
Hey, not nice.
So we didn't ever really get to see it. I don't think we'll ever really get to see it in this, in the single-player campaign, but the option noises that you make in the multiplayer, I was just getting a kick out of those last night when we were doing the sound test. Because it was the most, like, generic stock sound, like, computer boop noise. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Boop. It's like obnoxiously loud boop.
Yeah. I want to kill, like, somebody with these things.
Somebody might have some problems there, Terry. Just want to kill someone!
Shoot you, dick.
You're out of ammo. You have ammo. So my dog is literally waiting outside that door.
Yeah. Dad.
Uh-huh.
Dad. 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 Dad.
I tried really hard not to be one of those dog people who are like, he's my baby, and like go find your mama, you know, and like, talking to my wife, and she's like, go find dad, and talking to me, and totally didn't intend to be that, but my wife was like 100% like into it from the moment we got the puppy, and obviously I was the one who caved.
No!
Just like you did.
You caved.
Your skull caved inwards from the blaster bolt.
Sorry, folks, I'm getting tired. Let's see, where we... Okay, well, at least we're not that far behind.
Yeah, no. It's just the problem with this level is, like, there's really not a lot to differentiate
Yeah.
things.
That thing blew up right in his face and he didn't die. So, bullshit.
I think this has got to be... Like, this is an... I do like how each mission, they try to keep up, like, with an interesting premise or a variation on gameplay, right? Like, this one is... Obviously, it's like, no lightsabers.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's another level where you're only allowed to use your lightsaber. You know? You do have Force Lightning, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And
Well, I was just thinking about it, I was like, oh, wow, you're already close, like, you're running low on health, and then I'm like, oh, he probably can't use his Force. No, he only lost his lightsaber. He should still be able to use his Force.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of completely forgot about Force Lightning.
It's easy to forget. It is the second thing you powered up all the way.
Yeah.
See, I would love to do, Knights of the Old Republic on the show. I just know it's way too slow paced.
Yeah.
You know, it's a step better above watching like a turn-based game. Like, I'd love to do Earthbound on here too, but it's not happening.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta remember how to get out of it. Excuse me. That was like
That
5 things happening at once, I'll be honest with you.
wow, Terry, that's why we love you, consummate multitasker. I burped, hiccuped, sneezed, and voided my bowels all at the same time. Wait, what was that last one? Sneezed.
Well, it's the way I'm going.
Fuck you, I'll go wherever I want, Dad.
You're not my fucking mother!
You're not my fucking mother! You know what it is? You try to do the, a little bit of like the Key and Peele girl voice.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to heal, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting them right now.
I would use the Force healing.
Yeah, I'm going to.
See, my problem is, like, you let yourself be at low health anytime there's not an engagement.
Yeah.
And, my playstyle is always, like, top off my health. If I got something that can, like, instantly recharge itself, I'll just keep my health topped up.
Alright, if I remember right, this is where I need to go.
Boop. Seems really weird that you'd be able to turn off that force field, isn't it?
Shut up, Erik.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I poking too many plot holes in your magic space opera?
Uh-oh.
I don't understand the plot of the Return of the Jedi. It seems like they could have just ridden the Eagles to the Death Star.
Wrong button. Alright, hold on.
I'm not ready!
Itchy ear. This one's for you, buddy.
The all-terrain.
No, I fail! I fail! Ah, don't shoot me!
Oh, I guess this is the ATST, right? So it's all-terrain, some terrain.
Yeah. There we go.
You have to shoot exactly into, like, the little tiny black hole.
Yeah.
I don't think that your captor really thought this through.
No.
Like, up to this point, I'm sure he's like, oh, this is interesting and exciting. The moment you got into an ATS, he's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my manager is not going to be happy about this.
He's not even like, he's not even the crime lord.
Yeah.
He's like, He's like the crime lord's second in command. It's like, the crime lord's actually on vacation. I'm supposed to watch the place for a week. I just tell him when I'm the crime lord because it gets me the ladies. Oh, he's gonna be so mad. Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
My favorite gag of the entire show.
Oh no, the con! Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
Oh, it always makes me laugh.
Oh, Terry the Simpsons used to be so good.
It's just, and it's so random too. It's just like, why is, like, you get the joke, but on the other hand, you don't get the joke, and you're like,
why is Paul Newman a crime lord? Like, I understand he owns a whole grain business, but wow.
All right.
And the best part is the resignation, where it's like, not only is it clear that this has happened before, but like, he knew that it was going to happen to him with a certainty if something went bad. So it's like, when he planted that field, like, Paul Newman and a couple of hired goons came in, and they're like, it's like, you make sure that the corn grows, or you remember what happened to your rival Sam? It's gonna happen to you.
Wait, what happened to Sam? They broke his legs. Oh!
He said it was a skiing accident. Skied right down the slopes of my best friend's crowbar, so... Yeah.
Jeez, Paul. I mean, you always seem so nice in the movies.
No, your mama never tell you? Movies ain't reality, son. Alright, next time on Every Game Ever, we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Or die trying.
Mostly get the fuck out of here.